Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the first of a couple of sci-fi themed book videos that are going to be coming out on my channel for the next couple of Fridays in the lead up to Tome Infinity and Beyond, the readathon that I'm co-hosting that was created by Brushing Bookends. This week I have decimated my bookshelves and pulled every science fiction book that I currently still have on my shelf. And I've pulled them out and I'm going to show them to you guys, and I'm going to suggest which challenges I think they could fit into for the Tome Infinity and Beyond Readathon challenges. I will leave a list of all the challenges down below so you can actually check them out in further detail. Most of these books are straight out sci-fi, some of them are sci-fi dystopian or spec fic or something similar along those lines. The Readathon itself does not necessarily limit you to science fiction books, but for those people who are trying to maybe stick to or get through a lot of their science fiction books, I thought this might be a good way of suggesting where they might fit. I am completely surrounded by books and they may possibly fall on me at some point, in which case I apologise profusely. Okay, so let's get into the recommendations. First up is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This is the first book in the Red Rising saga. I would recommend this for challenges Venus, which is a bold female, also the Asteroid Belt, which is a space opera. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. You could read this for Jupiter, which is a book featuring giants because the Iron Giant features a little bit in here. Stories of Your Life and Others by Ted Chiang. This is a collection of short stories, so you could read this for Ship C. There are also other sections. You could read it for Venus because there are bold females in here and all sorts of things. It is a really great short story collection and I highly recommend it. Then we have Becky Chambers' Wayfarers series, including The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, A Closed and Common Orbit, and Record of a Spaceborne Few. These books are gorgeous. If you haven't read Becky Chambers, it could be Ship D new to your author, as could all of these books, but if you haven't read her, do pick her up. She's amazing. You could also read it for the Asteroid Belt, space opera. You could read it for Mars because these books feature aliens. You could definitely read them for Venus. All of them have really awesome female characters. Really, just read them. Just read them. Jurassic Park and The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I would read these for Jupiter. They have giants in them. They're dinosaurs. They're huge. Isabel Carmody's Metro Winds is another book of short stories. They also have really fabulous female characters in them, so you could read it for Venus. Ship C, the short story collections, and also Neptune because this has sci-fi and fantasy elements in it. And again, really, really great collection of short stories, and they all interweave, which is wonderful. In the Dark Spaces by Callie Black. This is a Love Oz YA story and it's really, really fantastic. This is a book that both features aliens, so this is the Mars challenge, also a strong female character, so Venus. The Expanse series by James S.A. Corey. First book is Leviathan Wakes, Caliban's War, and Abaddon's Gate. This is the first set of 3. There's currently 7 books out, I think. Yes, 7 books out, but I've read the first 3. All of these are over 500 pages, so that could be Ship A. Definitely would fit into the Asteroid Belt because this is a giant sweeping space opera series. You would definitely fit into M because there are aliens involved. There are also kick-ass females in here, so throw it into your Venus category as well. I wasn't initially going to throw in the Passage trilogy by Justin Cronin because this tends to be more literature, horror, dystopian stuff, but there is elements of scientific research done in here, and so I'm throwing it in. Any of these could fit for Ship A because they're all over 500 pages long. Could be Neptune, sci-fi with a bit of a fantasy element woven into it, and Venus, bold female characters. What I'm loving so far is that pretty much the biggest category that I have is Venus, bold female characters. Go sci-fi with awesome female characters. That's all I can say. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint... I can't say his name. Everyone knows it. It's The Little Prince. It's a classic. So I'm putting this in for Mercury, a story under 250 pages. Also, Pluto, a vintage story. MC Frank's No Ordinary Star series. So No Ordinary Star, No Plane, Rebel, and No Vain Loss. These would also fit for Mercury, stories under 250 pages long. They would also fit for Neptune stories, science fiction stories with a slight fantasy element woven through them. Defy the Stars and Defy the Worlds by Claudia Gray. This would be perfect for Venus. It would also be perfect for the Asteroid Belt, and overall just a really great science fiction young adult series. Unearthed by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Again, this would fit into the Venus category with a bold female character, possibly also into the Mars category. Maybe there are aliens, maybe there are not. There are definitely alien worlds and there is definitely hints of alien civilizations. There's a circle on the cover, or close to, so I'm calling that a Saturn reference. And you could even put it into Uranus. There were some comic relief elements into this story with the banter between the characters. So that's Unearthed. The Illuminae Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Illuminae, Gemini, and Obsidio. All of these would fit for Ship A stories over 500 pages long. Venus for the bold female character. The Asteroid belt for the space opera-ness of this whole thing. I'm going to say Jupiter and Giants because if you know anything about Aiden, he may not have a physical form, but you know, he's a huge, huge giant character in this series. And you could also fit it into Uranus because there's definitely some comic relief in terms of the interactions between the characters. So there are light-hearted moments. Lifelike by J. Christoph, this would fit Venus for the bold female character. Also Jupiter, Giants, because there are robots in this and they're huge. And also Uranus because there are some very funny moments in this book as well. Starfight by Melissa Landers, this would fit for the Asteroid belt space opera. The Three Body Problem by Cixin Liu, which is very hard sci-fi, very mind-trippy, but well worth it. This would fit the challenge Sun for a solar event. It would also fit Mars for aliens. Warcross by Marie Lu, young adult sci-fi. This is about virtual reality gaming, and this would fit the Venus challenge bold female. One Way by S.J. Morden. This would fit Ship B, story set on Mars. Embassy Town by China Mayville. This would fit Venus, bold female. It would also fit Mars for aliens. And I think it also fits Jupiter for giants, but I'm a little bit sketchy on this, just possibly. Melissa Myers, The Host. This would fit Ship A, books over 500 pages long. It would fit Mars, books for aliens. It would also fit Saturn because there are circles on the cover with the eyes. The Themis Files trilogy, which features Sleeping Giants, Waking Gods, and Only Human by Sylvain Novelle. This book would be perfect for Venus, bold female character. It would also be perfect for Mars, books featuring aliens. It also features giants, sleeping giants, for Jupiter. I've gone with 3 Matthew Riley books just for various elements. So there is The Great Zoo of China by Matthew Riley. This is probably more spec-fic than anything else. This is sort of reminiscent of Jurassic Park. Ship A, books over 500 pages, Venus, bold female character, and just all-round general fun. Contest by Matthew Riley. Read this for Mars, aliens, and Jupiter, giants, because there are some giant alien races in this. Old Man's War by John Scalzi. Again, Mars for aliens, Jupiter for giants. There's a circle on here, so you could read it for Saturn. It would also, I think, count as a space opera. Mercy Point by Anna Snoekstra. You could read this for the Mars prompt. This Mortal Coil by Emily Savada. You could read this for Venus, bold female character. The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. You could definitely read this for Ship A, books over 500 pages. I really wish there was a technology prompt because this would be amazing for it. But this is definitely sci-fi spec-fic-ish. So if you get a chance to read it, I highly recommend it. Radiance by Catherine M. Valente. I actually can't remember all that much about it, except that this blew my mind in a totally, I don't understand this, but it is completely awesome kind of way. This would definitely fit Mars for aliens, Venus, bold female character. There are circles on the front cover, so Saturn as well. It is just one of those books that I had no idea what it was about and it totally blew my mind. The Martian by Andy Weir, a staple. We knew it was coming. You could read it for Ship B, set on Mars. You could also read it for Uranus. It is a book full of comedy, and this is basically a perennial fan favorite here on BookTube, so if you haven't read it, what are you doing? Go and read it, trust me, you'll love it. There's also Artemis by Andy Weir, which is not as good to me as The Martian, but it has a bold female character, so this would fit the Venus challenge. It also has tiny little circles in the shape of stars, so it would fit the Saturn challenge too. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. This would fit the Vintage challenge, so Pluto. And then I have the first 2 books in the Murderbot Diaries. That is All Systems Red and Artificial Condition, both by Martha Wells. This would definitely fit the Mercury challenge, books under 250 pages long. Also Mars. There's a bit of alien work in here. You could even go so far as to say Uranus because Murderbot is hilarious. Just the comment, well, it suits my humor, so I'd say Uranus because I get a huge laugh out of these books. That is everything that is sci-fi on my shelves that fits into one of these challenges. It's a lot. Hopefully you guys got some ideas. Have you read any of these books? Let me know in the comments down below. Wish me luck as I decide to put all of these books back on the shelf. I am not looking forward to it. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.